So I've been getting these messages for a long time, and it's from like a higher consciousness collective of beings. Um, and something that they were saying earlier is that where the humanity is going is that there's no longer going to be just one bigger element of like the human race. We're going to begin to see more and more wisdom coming from what we would call like a non-physical source. And people often think of non-physical as just like the spiritual realm, like the other side. But what it actually is a collection of non-physical energies, and non-physical energies can be many things. So like what they're talking about is the rise of the channelers. Because we need more and more prophets. We need people who are not just psychics, not just mediums, but prophets. We need people who can connect on all areas right now. And we're getting Ace of Wands as well as popping on the cards. And so something they've been talking about is that there's needs to be an evolution from me to we. And so even like when we're doing reads and stuff like that for people, what we need is collective channeling, and we need channelers who are bringing through, like channelers are, they'll connect to any non-physical energy that's of love and higher consciousness, and they're here to bring through ideas and insights, wisdom, and ultimately the next evolutionary stage toward peace. And so one of the things that can happen is that we begin to not have as many questions about all of the trimmings and trappings of daily life, like, am I going to date this person? How's this going to work out? Yada, yada. You begin to feel like you lose, not that you lose interest in your daily life, but it gets a lot richer and more peaceful because you're no longer asking so many questions about it unless you, and instead you begin to allow this like natural unfolding to begin. And that is what they're talking about, is we are going into another stage of manifestation, which isn't a focus on it and visualize it and then it happens. It's not a cause and effect sort of thing. It's more of a an allowing and accepting that we don't know everything about everything. And so the mind may make up stories about what needs to happen, and that's where that visualize and then it'll happen type of thing happens. But this is more of allowing the world to show you what is meant to be born, and to allow and trust the higher consciousness wisdom, ideas, intuitions, vibrations, whatever you want to call it, that keeps coming through. So for those of you who are channelers, that channeling may come through for you in art, music, ideas, new community projects. It may come through in systematical changes you think should be made. It may come through in new company structures. It may come through in ways that we don't even have words for yet, but maybe you do, right? So pay attention. And also I feel like a lot of you are authors, a lot of writers and creators.